Welcome back to my channel. I'm Quinn and I make lifestyle vlogs about being authentic while still pursuing my professional, fitness, and creative passions and projects. So in order to bridge the gap between who I already am, my amazing self, and who I want to be, I must A, acknowledge where I am now and what I'm doing, and then B, make a plan of action from that starting point, and then C, implement intentional strategy and practice actively making better choices until those choices become habits. So today I'll be showing y'all how I personally plan to organize my life as a math PhD candidate and content creator. I personally use this system myself to stay motivated and productive. I really believe that making it beautiful and pretty to look at is a big part of why I enjoy things. So I've made it as beautiful as I like it to be while still being functional. All you need to use this is an iPad or tablet and or Android or iPhone and the PDF app of your choice. I personally use Notability, but there are many others like GoodNotes and Zoto. Did I mention, since we are a community of getting our shit together, did I mention that I made a digital planner for us to use collectively if we want? I even made two versions, a assorted customizable booklet and a full 3-month planner. It's free, it's downloadable from my website, and it's called the Better Choices Planner. It saves as a PDF and is therefore customizable and able to go with you anywhere. The link is always going to be on my website, and my website is directly under my name on my channel and on my Instagram. So just type my name into Google and my website should come up, and go to Better Choices Planner, and there it will be. I'm so proud of it. I'm so excited. It starts October 1st and goes through December 2023. So let's get into it. Oh my god. I really hope you enjoy it because I sure as fuck do. Okay. So some quick background actually. Okay. I've been bullet journaling since 2015, I think. Like for quite a long time I've been bullet journaling, and I mean we have stickers and all the used things. Like, I mean, I have been bullet journaling for years. And I really do believe it's a part of why I'm so successful today. I'm in my last year of my PhD program. I know you, like it's going great. So I definitely recommend it. I got an iPad though in 2022. One of these years recently, and I learned about being able to, you know, digitally bullet journal, and I have not looked back. I take my iPad everywhere. I use it as a student, so I am all about digital planning now, though I do still also have a physical research notebook, but I don't plan in these because they're so heavy. I don't have enough to carry. So yeah, let's get into it. So we're gonna go over what you need to be able to use it, how to download it, and then we're gonna go through a little tutorial demo of how I'm going to use it. I've already started using it, but I wanted to make this go live today so that you have it to go ahead and plan for this month right now. So yes, let's get into it. To get started, you'll need an iPad or a Samsung tablet, a stylus or Apple Pencil, Wi-Fi to get Safari or Google Chrome, files or Google Drive, and then the PDF app of your choosing. I personally use Notability Pro, but I know there are many other apps such as Zoto, GoodNotes, Adobe, etc. To download the planner, go to my channel page and click the link in my bio to my website, my personal website, and open it in the browser of your choice. Go to About Me, and you can see there's a sub-tab for the Better Choices Planner. Click that link and it takes you to the downloadable file, and you can download either the customizable booklet or the full 3-month planner. Today I'm going to give a demo of the full 3-month planner. It opens like this, and then what you do is you press share and you open it in the app of your choice. So you want to save it to your files, or so you could save the files wherever you want to do that, or you could just open it directly in Notability and create a new note. name it whatever you want. Import, and now you have it to access in your app. So you want to go to the app. Here's Boo. Here she is. Let's go through it. Using the planner. The Better Choices Planner is a digital and also, of course, printable planner for the fourth quarter of 2023 to help you make better choices. It includes goal setting and tracking templates along with health and fitness trackers and monthly, weekly, and daily to-do templates. This includes 50 plus different pages in PDF format for your everyday life organization. You can download just the assortment, which is only 54 pages, and puts together the essential spreads in any order. When you click on a link in the table of contents, it takes you to the page, and if you click back on the left-hand side, it'll take you back to the table of contents. And in this makes this super easily navigatable. The same feature is in the full planner. So the full month booklet has 148 pages, and it has its own table of contents with hyperlinks to individual pages. There are these quarterly spreads, and then monthly checklists, and then monthly setup, so that you don't have to add anything you don't want. And these are set up by weeks. And then if you also prefer daily productivity, there are many individual daily spreads for your productivity tracking as well, in many different versions. So this makes it incredibly customizable for each type of tracking that you use. You can duplicate any spread that you like and use it throughout. So in Notability, if I really like, let's see, this week's weekly spread, say I really like this one, I can just duplicate it, copy, and then I'll paste it for the next week when I want to use it. So when I go to the next week, if I don't like this one, I just paste and then delete that one, and I have whichever weekly I prefer. This is made for productivity because it has daily spreads and weekly spreads that go over things that are important, all kinds of tracking that you might need. For example, the daily spread has a time schedule block, somewhere to track your sleep, to track your mood, to track your habits, a food log, a time tracker, and a to-do list. There are fitness spreads as well, of your daily workout log and more. And there are all kinds of lists to help you stay on track with your goals and remember what your priorities are. And these are, of course, easily navigated to for any time you need a reminder. So I'm going to swipe through in chronological order, but in general, there are 4 types of templates in this journal. There are 4 types of journal templates in this journal. So if you are into self-care, we have mini spreads to remind us to take care of ourselves. If you are into fitness, there are many spreads to keep us on track with our fitness goals. If you are all about productivity, there's many spreads to keep you on track with your weekly priorities. These spreads are available every week. And then there are many productivity templates. If you need to break down your priorities, there's a space for you to do that. And there are daily templates if you want even more individualized day-to-day planning, if you don't want to just see your week, but you want to track every single day. All right, let's demo plan for October using the Better Choices Planner. So immediately we have a table of contents, and then we have a place for us to embody what we want this quarter in a vision board. I made a vision board in Canva, which is also where I made this journal. I will go to my photos and I will add that picture to my vision board spread. All about boundaries, cute outfits, cooking at home, being on my fitness, productive girl shit. What's on your 2023 goal list bingo card? So you already get this one because we're amazing. So fantastic. And then fill in the things you wanted to accomplish this year. Maybe I want to, so I type on the pen here. And if I want to choose a different color from black, I can. And say I want to drive alone. I'm just making up something this year. Then I would put that in there and fill this in. I personally have already made a bingo card, so I will add that from mine. Again, I made this on Canva, so this is also a thing to do if you already have your own. I remember it being a big thing at the beginning of the year. There's an eraser to erase anything, and with the select tool, I can copy this. I can grab it and move it around, or I can duplicate it and put it over multiple things. Or I could even save it so that I don't have to redraw that ever again. I can just go to my stickers and now it's in here forever. So this is why I really love Notability. It's just really easy to use and intuitive. So bingo card. And then we have a quarter at a glance. So that's the next 3 months. So for this spread, it's about planning out the next couple of months and seeing what's ahead. So what I have done is I've taken screenshots from my Google Calendar and I'm going to put them in here over these squares. And then I'm going to just write out what is happening throughout the month. So I'm going to use the highlighter tool and I want to choose orange for this month. All right. Please note that the titles link to the actual calendars in the spreads. So if I click October, it's going to take me to my October calendar. And if I press October on the calendar, it will take me to my quarter at a glance. So that's true for all 3 of these. It does the same for November and December. So I fill this in, and then I have my affirmations page. So that is where I will write in my affirmations to remind myself of important things. It says on the page, list out 4 minimum to encourage and empower yourself as you write a new story. All right. My favorite one, as we all know, is, I want to make this thicker. All right. The next spread we have is our hot list spread. There's a video on what that is more thoroughly on my channel, but in filling this in, let me make this thinner again. I would list out first my priority areas. So mine are my PhD. These aren't numbered because they aren't ordered. They're equal in our eyes. Equal priority areas. This is what the hot list is for, so that all of them are taken care of. So no number, no hierarchy. So PhD, YouTube, my fitness journey, my networking, and that's all I can come up with right now. So then what are your top 3? So your hot list is your top 3. So you want to list them all out. And of course, if you have more, please do not feel limited by what I put in here. You can always add whatever you like, but you choose your top 3 right now at this time. So this is just this quarter. It doesn't have to be you're sticking to this for your whole life, but for this quarter, what are your top 3 from these lists? Maybe you also have children or something. I don't know. Do people put their children into their schedule? I think so, right? And so you would like put your top 3. So mine are, let me just take that off my page because I don't want that. But PhD, YouTube, and then, so this is what you will think about every time you fill in your daily spreads. And then you have your daily non-negotiable. What must you do from this list every day to feel good and happy? Because we cannot always get to one, but we must keep one thing going to stay motivated at all times. So for me, that is and this is also called, I think, your principal action. a thing you do every day that motivates you to do the other things you want to do. And so for me, that is my fitness. It is non-negotiable. And whenever I go to the gym, I'm just motivated to do my other productive things. So once I have this list, I then write my master list areas. I write down every task that comes to mind for each area. So for my PhD, child, I need like hella of these. And so I'm just gonna, like, and then fill in what I gotta do. Hold up, XYZ. All right. And so I have a master list to refer to of all the things I have to do. And this is of course updatable. Whenever you're done with something, cross it off, erase it, whatever. And then we have our routine checklist. So what is the ideal you do each day? What are your habits? So I'm a list girl. I believe everything that you think about should become a list of some sort. I actually already have a list for my routine checklist, which is what inspired this spread. So for my morning routine, you can either write it in. What I'm going to do is screenshot it and share it to my iPad so that it shows up as a picture. I don't care. So that it shows up as a photo, and then I'm going to add it right here. And I would do the same for my night routine, which I have as a list, my fitness routine, which I have as a list, and my productivity routine. So I will be making videos in those, so I won't be filling them in right now. But then there's a page for your brain dump. So you just need to get some stuff down. You want to just like essentially a blank sheet of paper. That's what this spread is for. So let's just get our thoughts out. I don't know, maybe you want to journal, maybe you want to get your feelings, out, whatever. It's your brain. I don't know what's in your brain, only what's in my brain. All right. And then we have some fitness spreads, which are linked to some other spreads. So we have first your priority goal areas in your fitness journey. So mine are growing my glutes and toning my back, or I should more properly say build back muscles because I barely have any, and to get 1 hour walks in. And then you fill in your personal motivation. My personal motivation, it could be all kinds of things. Mine is being hot. I want to be hot for the rest of my life. So habits to implement daily, weekly to get to these goals. So that would be going to the gym 5 times a week, etc. And then idealizing what routine that will be. Maybe you have meetings every, Tuesday and Thursday. So, you can't gym at 7. So you want to put that in, schedule out a routine to make sure that it fits in your day. And then as you practice these things, you want to write down tips like, oh, I really like going at 5 a.m. Wednesdays are better doing this, etc., etc. So fitness goals. And then we have body measurements. We should not just be looking at the scale and body recomposition. Our body changes through muscle growth and fat loss simultaneously. So there won't be a lot of physical number measurements, but there will be measurable differences on your body. So there is an example of where to measure on your body, and you want to measure the first and last day of each month to see your progress. And I mean, of course, if you just have to write your weight on the page, you can write it anywhere you want. So that's not, you're not limited to what's on the page, but there are some spaces for you to just know what to have. And then you want to have a personalized menu. This menu will be able to be referenced every single week that you are planning your meals. So every week's booklet, mini sub booklet, has a weekly checklist where you write down your meals of the week, and those all link to this page. So you can either type into this, or I've actually made a menu, as you guys know, in Canva. So I'm just going to add that to, I don't mean to write, to my spread here. And that way I have this easily referred to a lot. I have my self-care bingo, which will also be linked in our weekly checklist. And then a monthly reflection. This is for September. So your positive and negative memories. I think it's important to remember both, but of course you don't have to fill that in. And then habit accountability, the things you say you wanted to do, how often did you do them that month? And then you can add photos of any memories you want to remember. And then you can fill in any events as you know them. And there's another brain dump before the October spreads begin. And there's one if you are a content creator for YouTubes and social media. This line here because I'm often theorizing like what videos I want to do, and also like the dates and, you know, other things, or maybe you want even more, but I feel like I also do a lot of columns, so that's what that's for. And then we have October. So here's the October bullet journal. This is essentially the same booklet, the same monthly template for November and December, so I'm only going to go through November. But just so you are aware, you can click on by Quintal J on any page and it'll take you to the table of contents. So if you don't want to scroll throughout this, you can go back to any page you want. So if I want to go back to the October title page, I can do that. I really went for an abstract, modern feel for this journal because that's kind of the vibe I give that I like. I'm all about line art, squiggly things. So yes, here's the October calendar. I've actually already filled this in for myself, but you can go in and write the dates in. And you zoom in to write as much as you want in here. So, oh, I have my pen too thick, so I'm gonna make my pen like 4. So the October spread does link back to the quarter at a glance for you to remember what you have going on. Then you can go back to this spread to fill that in. So we have the October calendar, and we also have a weekly calendar view. I personally do this a lot where just looking at it like that isn't helpful for me. So I then take what I wrote in there and I look at it in a week by week view. And that way I know what my priorities are for that week. So I love this spread a lot. And then we have a picture hub. So this is something I really love. I recommend it for either using a progress picture, you know, if you want to take gym pics every day. I also love doing outfits of the days. So that's something you could do for each picture, or a meme or a screenshot. It's whatever you want to remember each day. So I can just add any photo from my photos. I'm just going to find one. Take it, size it to over the phone. And now I have my photo for that day. And I can do this every day. And I love it so much. I just think memories are important. All right, and then we have a monthly mood tracker. So this is a scale from whatever words if you want to write words for what these mean, but it's from super down to super up. And it's a line graph. So I'm going to say for the first, I'm feeling soups happy, but I recommend filling this out at the end of the day. And then I have a straight line. And so then I do this every day, so I can see if there's a marked change in my mood. All right, and we have this every month. All of these spreads repeat monthly. So our monthly mood tracker. And then we have habit trackers. So this is where you take accountability for if you are keeping on with your goals. So what I've done, I've actually go ahead and written out mine, and then I saved them as a sticker so that I can copy and paste them in every time. So I wrote it, I copied it, and I saved it. So if I wanted to do that again, how you do that is you write it in, you press the select tool, and you select all 3. You press group to put them together. You press it again and you press save. And now when you go to your stickers, it is available to reuse in the exact same way. So that is how you create this, so you don't have to rewrite them every month. And then each day you just fill in if you did or did not meet that goal. Did you meet your protein goal for the day? Yay! Did you go walking? Did you get adequate sleep? Like, you set your own goals, of course. So you have your habit tracker. We also have a sleep tracker. I personally envision this as a bar graph, but you can do it all kinds of ways, really. You can do it as a dotted graph. So maybe on the first you got 7 hours of sleep, and then 5, and then like this, and create a line graph type vibe. I personally enjoy doing a bar graph for this one. So maybe I got 5 hours of sleep this day, and then I got 7. I enjoy doing it this way because I am a sucker for coloring. So this allows me to like color in the day's different things if I wanna. So I like the bar graph, but you could also do another straight up line graph like so. So it's really however you envision it, but either way you'll be able to see trends in your sleep and try to come up with better choices to idealize that. And then we get into the weekly spreads. So these 6 spreads are repeated every week with a different weekly each time. So you'll see this spread. So you go back to the table of content and you can go to this week's page and you'll have what you need to do to plan every single week. So it begins with the weekly reset checklist for your fitness and health, which links to the fitness page. All right. So then if I want to go back to that week, I go back to the table of contents, go back to this week. For groceries, what do I need to do? This links back to the menu. So I can then go back to this page. And then also we have rest and relaxation to make sure that we are taking care of ourselves. After we fill out our weekly reset checklist, we can then do the weekly meal prep. So there's a space to plan out your meals. So you choose your meals for the week now, so you don't have to agonize over it every single day. So you write in what you want to eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And this should be based on what you have in your kitchen. And if you need to remember what foods are in your goals, you can easily go back to the menu to see what you're looking for. And then when I go back quickly to this page, I can just go to weekly meal prep. All right, and then based on this menu, I then want to write a grocery list of what I need to get. Then you create your running task list. These 4 blobs are for your priority areas. So mine are my PhD, YouTube, fitness. And then you want to write down everything that comes to mind to do this week and that pertains to your goals. And then you have your weekly spread. So this page in specifically is going to be different each week, but they repeat each month. So you have your weekly spread here. So this would be October 1st through 7th. And if you want to fill this in, by all means, do your thing. And then you can write in events. So maybe there's a, I don't know, music show today. You can put all kinds of things in the middle. If you want to put the temperature, if you want to put the little weather thing, if you want to put whatever you want. And then you put in your hot list. So from your task list that you just wrote, what can you do today? And so you want to put those in here. And then if there's extra ones to do, you put them in here. And that's every week. Also throughout the week, we have a weekly workout log. So this is because intention and practice is how you get to success. So what you write in here are your workout details. If you just want to write active rest day, 2.1 mile walk, 30 minutes. And that's what you did this day. And then you have your habit tracker right beside it. So this is your water goal, whatever that is for you. The smoothie stands for your protein goal. The Z stands for an adequate amount of sleep. Did you get at least 7 hours? And then the walking stick is just for cardio of any sort. I walk, maybe you run, maybe you whatever. And you just highlight if you did it, whatever color you want, of course. The ones you actually got. And then you do the same each day of the week. So maybe this is leg day. Maybe you want to be real specific with like what you did. Maybe you don't. And then you track your habits. You can also log your food in here. So what you ate for breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack. And then time spent working out. If you don't want to write it up there, you can say Sunday's workout was I walked for 2 hours. Monday I was in the gym for 30 minutes, whatever. And again, you can do these graphs however you like. So that's our weekly workout log. And then we have our weekly habit tracker. So again, I add from my stickers this list. And then I fill in if I did or did not do it, so I can have a weekly overview of what I did with the weekly review at the bottom. This is the last spread in the weekly setup. So then these repeat every single week. So once you do that, you can immediately start prepping for the next week. And these exact same spreads repeat, except for that the weekly is different. But say you don't like this weekly and you like the other one, you can always go back to that page. Actually, let's do a cool way of going back. Say you don't like this weekly, you can always go back to the other one and duplicate this one. So copy it and then paste it to this week. If you want to use that one again, so you don't have to use this one, you can just delete it. So it's incredibly customizable that way, but you do then have access to 4 different weekly spreads. So we saw the first one. Here is the second one. This is the third one, and this is the fourth one. So you can choose just one, you can use different ones, however you like. There are also daily spreads for daily planning. So if you need to be more specific for tracking with more than just your weeks, you can always add some daily spreads. So how I would do that is I would go back to the table of contents and I would go to daily templates and I would choose one of these spreads for my daily tracking. And maybe you also have a daily workout log, but I would choose one of these spreads, copy it, and then when I go to this week, I can just paste it right here. I can paste it right after my weekly spread as much as I want if I want to do daily tracking. So I could delete this and just use dailies. I could use both. It has both for customizable ability, and how you fill in the daily spread is like this. How you fill in the daily spread is like this. These are offered each day, but in different versions. So you have your events of the day. Maybe I have a meeting. It's October 1st. My hot list, I know from my areas what I need to do, film, edit, etc. I can talk about my sleep, so I can measure how well that was. You can track your water. You can also track your mood, so whatever color you like of the day. You can add in your habits. So again, I have that sticker already set to track those daily. You have a notes spot for anything you might want to remember. And there's also a time tracker. So how the time tracker is used is you designate colors for what you spend time on. So for me, I'm gonna put mine down here honestly, but I spend time in the gym. I spend time on doing YouTube related things, filming, editing, scripting, teaching, PhD things, coding, writing manuscripts, personal errands, etc., or sleeping. And you have this clock, and you just track what you were doing. So 12 is of course 00, so 1 a.m. I was asleep until maybe 8. And then I went to the gym for 2 hours, and then I also went on a walk, and that lasted until, that's 13 is 1 o'clock, 14 is 2 o'clock p.m. And then I started doing PhD work until 6, and maybe then I ate dinner, so that's personal. And then maybe I did some YouTube stuff for a couple hours editing a video, and then I go to bed. So that is how we use the time tracker, and you can do that daily. A thing I like to do is I also like adding memes and stickers and stuff to my actual days. So I'm always about a song of the day. Right now I'm playing out Doja Cat's album, so like I'll add that somewhere on here. You know, if you want to add a picture also, you can add whatever you want. And of course, there's always more room to write as many tasks as we want on the day. So that is how you use the daily spread. All of these are available to you in the different versions. And that is the whole planner. The weeks repeat by month, and you can go to each week directly from the table of contents with its own spreads. You can add the daily ones. There's a monthly reflection at the end of every month, and then we have title pages for December and November. All right, so if I want to go to December 31st, the last day of the year, I then go to my monthly reflection of December. I have my daily spreads right here at the very back with my daily workout logs. Again, it's a similar idea to the weekly workout log, workout type. So this one is filled in like maybe it's a leg day. I would write in what I am doing. So I would write squats, RDLs, thrusts, whatever. My reps and sets. And then maybe whatever I'm counting. Maybe I'm counting pounds or something, who knows. I have my number of steps in the day and how many ounces of water I got, my habit tracker, my food log, and any notes. And that is the end of the planner. That is the end of the Better Choices planner. I really hope you enjoy it. I really will be using this myself. Again, the link is on my website, which is always available in my bio on YouTube and Instagram, or if you just type Quindle Jones into Google. So here's to making better choices and building the lives of our dreams. I will see you in my next video. Bye.